I've ever wanted to drop out of college.
Yeah, that's the technique I got.
Yeah,
I'm like,
most of
damn.
y'all are freshmen. You're gonna have this feeling 2 or 3 more times. I know Claire, she's not, but I know Claire. It's okay. So, because of this, many people are gonna drop out. But the facts of the matter is, you really shouldn't drop out of college. According to a definition provided by FAFSA.ed.gov, which FAFSA being the people who pay for your college the majority of the time, is that you must complete the program. There you go. That's the definition. You must complete the program within 150% of the published time for the program that you're in, which basically is a fancy way of saying that at a 4-year degree, you have to complete it within 3 to 6 years. So, but why does this matter? So according to a study performed by collegeatlas.org entitled The College Dropout Statistics, 70% of Americans will study at a 4-year college, but less than 2/3 of them will get their degree. So after doing a fair amount of research, I realized that dropping out isn't something that you should take lightly. And if you plan on doing it, you really should know your statistics. And in today's society, students are pressured to get a degree. However, most of them will drop out before obtaining their degree, and most of them end up in dead-end jobs making little to no money. So let's start off by defining a dropout. A dropout, according to Merriam-Webster, is a person who stops going to school, college, or another institution before finishing. So several things can lead to students dropping out. And this next slide, it has a lot of information, and I know it's really hard to see, but this is basically how you sum that up. Students who drop out because they have no aid from family or parents, no aid or no tuition, no help paying for their tuition. They're having a hard time balancing their life in college, meaning having a job, having to do their schoolwork, maintaining healthy relationships. Where people are placed in class also has a lot to do with it, if they drop out or not. If you're placed in a remedial class, you're more than likely not going to feel a part of a college education, so you're going to drop out 10 times faster. So now the statistics for Tusculum College and their dropout rates. According to an article by collegefactual.com entitled Tusculum College Graduation and Retention Rate, 63.8% of students fail to graduate. That means only 36.2% of Tusculum students will graduate within a reasonable time, and that means the 3 to 6 years that we talked about before. So after talking to several people last year, I realized that most people will drop out from Tusculum. Last year it had to do a lot with the schedule change, but Tusculum is a heavily sports affiliated college, so most people can get better offers at different schools after their first year, and coaches see how they play. And Tusculum is really an expensive college, so it's 10 times harder to pay for it, especially when we don't get the tuition freeze like we had last year. But who says that dropping out has to be a bad thing? Does anybody know Bill Gates?
I do, personally.
You know him personally?
No, I wish.
I didn't think so. So, in a 2010 article from Time Online titled Top 10 College Dropouts, What Diploma? Bill Gates was cited as one of Harvard's most successful dropouts. Gates attended Harvard for 2 years before dropping out and joining his childhood friend in developing Microsoft. But Gates isn't the only successful college dropout. That article listed 10, and these are the few that I found that most people will know. So Steve Jobs, he created part of Apple, didn't have a college degree. This is James Cameron. He directed Avatar and Titanic. Most people have seen those movies. If not,
Terminator.
I think you might be living under a rock. Terminator.
Terminator, I've seen that.
Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, pretty much everybody today uses Facebook. He created that in college, and when they tried to buy it off of him, he dropped out and left college. Tom Hanks. I'm pretty sure he was in like a very famous movie called Forrest Gump.
Yes, that, the Green Mile.
Green Mile.
So many.
Does the voices in the Polar Express.
Oh, that too.
Lady Gaga. Yeah, she's pretty famous. She might be crazy, but she dropped out of a New York college and decided to pursue an degree, or pursue, not a degree, pursue a singing career. So, but I tell you all of these things not to scare you into dropping out or to let you think that dropping out is okay, but to give you an insight into the opportunities around you. With all the pressures today, these facts should help you in a decision to drop out or to stay in college. I personally recommend you stay in college, and if you decide to be like one of these people after the fact, you have a degree to fall back on. If your inventions don't work, or your acting career doesn't work out, or if you can't sing to save your life. So, thank you.